Okay, so hello, my name is Lida Lorena Landas Rodriguez, and today I'm going to talk about the feelings. That's a really good topic for me, and how I think I'm going to tell you say, with scientific uh, things, yes, how the brain and are in how the feelings are in the brain, yes. All the things that I go to say are from different authors, are from different investigations, okay. I All the things that I'm going to say are investigated. So the brains and feelings, we know that in the limbic system is demonstrated that in the limbic system is a group of brain structures that react to certain I'm sorry. Okay, uh to certain external stimulus inducing emotional behaviors like fear, happiness,
Lila,
anger.
sorry, but
Yes,
you are not sharing your screen anymore.
I always. Okay, right now, yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to continue. So here I'm going to talk about the emotions. So here in this picture, we can see the different parts of the brain where we can to find different emotions taken into account that part. For example, we have the hypothalamus, pituitary gland, amygdala, hippocampus, and thalamus. All these uh, parts of the brain are parts of the limbic system that help us to 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 our emotions. Yes, so the emotional responses that we know in humans are a variety of happiness, surprise, anger, fear, and sadness. All of them have two common characteristics. The first refers to a visceral motor response, and the second to a somatic stereotypized response. So now I'm going to talk you about the second, that is the somatic stereotypized motor response. That is when we talk more about the empathy, yes, and about the sensibility that one person presents toward the emotion of another person, yes. The empathy is the cognitive capacity that a person has to feel what another feels, to understand the feeling from the other person. Empathy includes the knowledge and use of emotions to understand people, the world around us, and even nature. That is said by Lubke in 2004. And the set of the brain nuclei, yes, we have that here. The set of the brain nuclei is this. Um, I'm sorry, is part of the limbic system. Yes, we have there the brain cells, tegmental area, the nucleus, accumbens, hippocampus, lateral septal nuclei, and frontal cortex. And recently, this is and the next that I'm going to say is for Gelder, Morris, and Dolan, and other structures have been added to additional traditional limbic system. Added other parts that parts are the hypothalamus that I showed you before, the hypothalamus and the hippocampus and the amygdala. That are the other parts that we got right now. So, and now talking just about the limbic system. Yes, just about the limbic system. Um, we know that the pleasure, sadness, depression, fear, anger, hostility, anxiety are emotions. Yes, and these emotions that give certain tones to our daily lives, which enrich each of our experiences and allow us to apply the knowledge obtained with passion and character, or maybe not with passion, yes, or just simply to don't do some things again because we are fear. or for that experience. So when the intensity and characteristics of these emotions leave the normal or psychological values, emotional disorders occur, which constitute a large number of mental illness, for example, depression, psychosis, and affective disorders. For the things, also, I think that the feelings are in the brain because if we have a bad moment, all that depend that can give us certain things, certain signals to our brain to act to a different way that we act before, or to know how to act after. Yes, and to continue and finally, yes, so following this order of ideas, an emotional stimulus with a significant intensity activates sensory system that send information to the hypothalamus, yes, which generates a response capable of modulating heart rate, yes, blood pressure and respiratory rate. That is why when we are falling low, when we are fear, when we are sad and we feel something in our hair, for say that, in our in this part of our body in the blood. So which and at the same time the information from this stimulus is carried to the cerebral cortex, so that the stimulus and the information are carried directly from the peripheral organs, yes, and directly from the hypothalamus, the amygdala, and related structures. Simultaneously, the stimulus information is carried to the cerebral cortex indirectly from the peripheral organs, so which lost their homeostatic state due to the stimulus, and directly from the hypothalamus, the amygdala, and related structures. So, and some people confuse that when we are feeling love, we all feel that in the heart, but it's just a response. It's like a reflex that send our brain to our body because we are feeling different things. We are feeling a different thing that we used to feel before because we are feeling something new. Yes. Um. So that is why I think, and right now I'm saying that is sure that the brains are that the feelings, the emotions are in the brain, because all depend on what we can see, what we can hear, and all this is like a process that go to our brain, and at this way, in that moment, and we feel the other things to the rest of
Okay,
our body.
Lida, sorry for
Yes.
interrupting you, but that's the time is over. Thank you very much.
No, that's
Uh,
all. I finished.
super, super. Okay,
Yeah.
Molly, please, your question for Lida. Thank you.
Okay, teacher, my question is, what are the reason for the bad emotions that some persons or mm, maybe the fault of sensibility that some people have in some situations? What is the reason?
Okay, so sometimes that depends about the different situation that we carry on from our infants. Yes, from different situations that we have been living for all our life. Yes, that makes the people to be more sensitivity or have more empathy. Some people do it in I can in a positive way, and other in a negative way. Yes, and all this depend about emotional intelligence. Yes, and because and how the way that the other people is to explain you when you are a child how to act. Yes, and all that start to uh, something that the people do it directly, and other times do it indirectly to the younger, to the children. And that is the way that the old people is growing up, thinking and different things. And when we don't have a good emotional intelligence, that is when all that we can see affect us, all what we listen about us affect inside of us, and that is the thing that can to make you feel depression and make us feel different mental disorders. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. And now the question from Luis, please. Luis, your question for Lida.
Yeah, teacher. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. Partner, my question. Yeah, yeah. According the feeling, yeah, emotions. What do you think? Or yeah, it's important for you. It's important for you to uplift motivation to students in education. What do you think? Go ahead, please.
Yes, I think that is important and give motivation, and not just for the students, not just as a teacher, but I'm going to talk about that because in one part of the brain, yes, I don't remember what, the thalamus. The thalamus, yes, is the part of the brain that receptive the information by the ears, yes, auditory and visual, yes. And if we go to a class with lazy and just doing the things for do it, just oh my god, this is the class for today, this is the topic, do it, and no more. The students don't want to do that. They will do it because they have to do it, don't because they want to learn, no, not because they want to do, no, no, because they like that thing. Yes, for that reason we have to go to our classroom motivated and try to motivate our students with different activities, and I don't know, with phrases and talking with them. Yes, saying and showing, yes, say them and show them different things that they can to love the class or the topic about that class. That's all.
Okay, thank you very much, Lida. I will